All right, guys, let's talk about getting ungated and what is gated, all that. If you're new to the channel, my name is David. I'm a seven-figure Amazon seller, and I've been doing this full-time for a few months. Been selling for 3 years. If you could take a second and like this video, subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Make sure that you save this whole playlist, and if you know somebody that's new to selling on Amazon and this could help them, please share it with them. Let's talk about getting ungated, and we'll talk about a few sources and some headaches that you're going to run into along the way. So as a new seller, you're restricted. You probably knew that if you're selling at all. Once you get your Amazon seller app and you start scanning, you're like, dang, I'm restricted in everything. It sucks. The term gated refers to certain criteria that need to be filled in before having access to sell specific brands or categories. So like grocery, you're restricted in. A lot of health and beauty, you're going to be in. Personal care brands, you're going to be restricted in. Toys, you're going to be restricted in. Dial, Soap, Dove, Spin Master, Marvel, Mattel, Avengers, all this stuff you're going to be restricted in. Lego. So what you have to do is purchase something from an authorized distributor or a wholesaler or something like that provides you with an invoice that Amazon deems sufficient to be a wholesale supplier or authorized distributor or whatever it is. And then you submit that on, we're going to go through a specific example, but you submit that on whatever ASIN that you're trying to get on. This is going to be one of the biggest headaches and one of the biggest barriers. And I want you to, when you go through this and you get denied for certain things, I want you to say thank you, because there's going to be 100,000 people that start selling on Amazon and they quit because they get gated and they can't get past it. So thank you for the barriers. Why does Amazon do this? So they do this because, I mean, have you looked at eBay or Mercari or Facebook Marketplace where you can just sell anything? And if you do come to eBay, do you want to pay full price for something that's like a Vital Proteins, canister of something? You want to get it cheaper. Like if you bought, even if it's a brand new pair of Nikes, Air Maxes that go for $120 at Nike right now. If you have them brand new, they've never been worn, and you list them on eBay, it's going to be hard to get $120 for them. Anybody can sell anything on eBay or anything like that. So like when there is some type of barrier or restrictions, it's going to like level up the quality of the products that you're going to have. And people trust Amazon. People trust very much that what they buy from Amazon is going to be what they say because of how Amazon has built their reputation on providing excellent customer service and verifying that things are accurate, etc. So this is actually a good thing that Amazon does this, because otherwise it'd be the Wild West of basically eBay, and you wouldn't be able to scale it the way that you do. We wouldn't have the trust of the customers, and so this is very, very important. How do you get ungated? And I'm really glad that you asked. In order to get ungated or unrestricted, you have to request approval. Oftentimes you can get auto ungated. There's a list of brands that you can get ungated on in the bottom of this video. If you aren't able to get auto ungated, you need to provide an invoice of some sort that you bought 10 units of a particular ASIN. You could also, you don't have to use an authorized distributor. You could use Amazon itself, but you do have to buy 50 units. Previously, in the past few years, we bought 10 units from Amazon, and that's worked. But I'm going to show you here in just a second of I'm gated in Converse. So let me show you exactly what it looks like when you go to try to get ungated. So right here, the invoice has to come from an authorized distributor, what Amazon deems as an authorized distributor. And so I'll show you a few different ways in a few different distributors that I've used personally. But I'm gated in Converse right here, right? So when I go to Converse and I request approval, I'll go to this page right here, selling application for brand. And so at least one purchase invoice for products from a manufacturer or distributor dated on or before January 17th, 2024 includes your name and address, matches the information in the selling account, has to match that, including name and address of the manufacturer or distributor. That has to be listed. Combined purchase of at least 10 units, no brainer. Please note that we may verify your submitted documentation by contacting your product vendors that you identify on and this is cut off because it was a long sentence. And this right here, this bottom one is pretty new. If providing an invoice or order confirmation, please show a combined and fulfilled purchase of at least 50 units if providing an Amazon invoice or order confirmation. So if you're using Amazon to ungate, you have to have at least 50 units, and this does work. I was just recently gated in something, and I did an Amazon flipped. Just luckily, I went really deep and bought 67 of the product, and I was gated, so I had to produce and use the order confirmation that Amazon gives. But once you do that, Sometimes you're auto approved pretty quickly. Sometimes it takes a few days for them to approve you. But either way, this is the process, and then sometimes you get denied. You have to submit new things, annotate whatever that they're looking for right here. Sometimes I annotate their name and address, the selling, or my name and address, the seller, and the credit card that I use, the last 4 digits. Maybe it's the last 4 digits of the credit card that you have on file with Amazon. And then I highlight all this, put the ACE in. I take pictures of the ACE, and I hold the invoice in my hand where they can see my hand holding it. So that's just what I do. These are some distributors that's used for ungating. Frontier Co-op, this is what I used for grocery and topical and beauty. Burt's Bees. EE Distribution, almost any toy brand in the toy category. Lego.com, although they're not a wholesaler, they can get you ungated in Lego, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and toys in general. You want to get the keychains, and you have to be able to buy at least 10 keychains. Usually they limit the keychains to 5, but you can get the hot dog keychain, and that works. OfficeSupply.com, this is going to work for Crayola, Starbucks, or any brand that's on Office Supply. It's just coming, I'm not thinking of any brands. Sharpie. Alliance Entertainment, this is going to get you ungated in DVDs. The steps to ungate, to unlock the gates and start really selling. So we'll use toys as an example. So what you'll do is there's this website here, and I'll leave this in the instructions below. I'm also going to leave a link to the Notion that this is connected to, so you can see a lot of other notes, and it's like the Amazon Jumpstart Guide. It's just all this that's in the videos but written. You'll buy 10 of the hot dog keychains, ship it to the address that's on your business address and your seller account. Wait a day or two until Lego emails you a copy or a receipt. They will email it to you in your inbox. Save this invoice and name it Lego Invoice. Add that ASIN to your catalog, and it will request an invoice from an authorized distributor, similar to what we just seen with Converse, and then you'll submit the PDF and then just wait. So that's the steps to get ungated. You are going to run into a lot of headaches with this, and that's just going to be the fact of the matter. And like I said, when this happens to you, thank you, because a lot of people are going to quit and you're going to keep going. So I'll see you on the next video. Make sure that you like and subscribe.